Hello everybody, welcome back to an episode of Stella, Sora. Last part. We started off with chapter 1 finally after so long. We wound up in a city of city of monoliths, whatever it was called. And we were trying to get a soul stone made for us. Didn't quite work out as planned, and then we had our vans hijacked and taken away from us. So we need to figure out how to get it back, and how to deal with the Krita Trading, a very corrupt and fucked up organization. So we gotta figure out how to handle that. We got split paths ahead of us. So let's just see how this all pans out, shall we? Next morning, we visit Fane and offer to retrieve the artifact from the monolith for her. Unexpectedly, Fane leads us into the monolith while giving us a hard time. However, the city of monoliths are a breeze to climb. Found the wishy block box in no time. All the stellar are frozen and there are no mechanisms or traps anywhere. It's safe as can be. Our outer monolith's not like this. Yeah, the monoliths we usually climb are packed with stellaroids. Those in this place? Feels like a browsing gift shop. So only companies get access to places like this. Is this the so-called blessing bestowed upon companies by the god of grace? But well, I'll let you in because you seem so eager to work off your debt. I expect a little gratitude. She can't say anything nice, can she? Come, make a wish. Would you specify your artifact requirements? We'll do everything we can of her wish for precisely what you need. If you can provide us with the specifications, we'll do our best to wish for something that meets your needs. Specifications? The Chalk Consortium has no need for such crude methods. What's this? You're right, the more specific the image, the higher the chance of getting the artifact you want. But everyone's imagination is different, isn't it? Seems inefficient. Just take this card, place your hand on wishing blocks, and recite the prayer. See? Simple, right? So, I don't need to think of anything specific? Not really, just follow my instructions. Though doubtful, Iris does as she's told. Oh mighty God of grace, please hear our prayer. As soon as she finishes, the box opens, inside is an artifact for communication. Yep, it's exactly the communication artifact I was after. You good, Iris? You seem a little off. I'm fine, just a little drowsy. I wonder if Noya and Amber noticed. Iris looks like she's just as drained as Reina did. But is there a clue what the artifact we're wishing for? How does it even work? Trade secret. Your job is just to donate memories. I'll handle the artifact selection. You're fast climbers, not like those kids who just break down crying. It'd be a shame to let your talents go to waste. Ever consider working with Krita Trading? Look, I get it. You guys probably hate me. You're climbing the monolith in place of those Ashwood and Clan kids today instead of for cash. At least you're half aware. Anyone who takes Loxy away is unforgivable in my book. What do you expect me to do? I can't just write off debts, can I? I'm the one making a huge concession here. You said you wanted to work, and I readily agreed, didn't I? Concession? How about we start giving Loxy, the lucky oasis, back to us? That can be arranged. See? I'll talk no... Wait, seriously? Technically, giving it back isn't the right term. How about this? Sign an employment contract with me, I'll let you use the Lucky Oasis free of charge. And once you're under contract, I'll naturally pay you a salary, 300,000 Dora a month per person. What do you say? 300,000 Dora? For the 5 of you, that's 1.5 million Dora a month. Even after you're paying off your debt, you still have more than enough, right? Our debt isn't Minova's responsibility. And for the 4 of us, that's 1.2 million a month. Minus 830,000 for the debt, we'd have only 300,000 left. Even cheap bread costs 10,000 Dora a day here. We work our tails off for crumbs. But the chance to get our vehicle back, Fane is a shrewd negotiator. Its CEO title isn't just for show after all. One more thing, with expert climbers like yourselves, I'd be willing to wipe all those parental debts out for the orphanage kids. of you climb the monoliths, I'll have no need for them. Wipe it out? So you're saying you'll leave those kids alone from now on? Look, I didn't force those kids up the monolith for kicks. I just wanted them to get the taste of what real work feels like. Using the kids as leverage. This is a trap we have no choice but to walk into. Fine, I'll do it. Ember? Iris, what do you think? Weighing our options, we have no choice but increasing reviews. Iris and Amber 9, we signed an employment contract with Fame. Excellent! Now you're officially employees. We continue your work. We made our wish for the artifact already. Yes, you did, but I never said you were wishing for one. Keep climbing! At least one wish per person! Wait, does that mean... We got scammed! I'm so exhausted. I barely move my legs. What was the magic formula for ice arrows again? It's gone. Iris, you doing alright? How many wishes did we actually make today? 10. It shouldn't be possible. Yeah, now I get it. This is supposed to be why Rain and the other kids are so in such bad shape. They were forced to do this over and over again. You're right. Having your memory stripped away multiple times in one day must put an incredible strain on you. The physical toll is bad enough, but enduring this repeatedly can completely erode your spirit. If your spirit is eroded, then what? In the worst cases, you lose all your memories and your soul suffers severe damage. If someone to recover from that, like you did, consider ourselves a one in a million miracle. Most people just become empty shells, living on mechanically. Can't be serious. Go for a walk. Nobody tries to hide her emotions as she heads for the door. I was just speculating. It's not like it's guaranteed to happen. Sorry, it's my fault for making such a claim. I'll go check on her. I'll go see how Raina's doing. During Iris leave, the room falls silent. Amber fuel seems to be holding up okay. Oops, our eyes just met. Should I just ask her about it? But Amber doesn't seem to be enjoying talking. Stella, wanna tap? Uh-huh. Wait, hold on. What do you mean by tapping? Amber holds her phone against mine back to back. Prompt appears on my phone screen. Amber sent a friend request. So that's what she meant. We could chaotic for decline for chaotic. Let's go for it. That's a crime. Stella, hello! Finally, you added a friend to you as a friend. You had a question for me before, didn't you? What was it? I'll answer anything I know. That was quick. She seems somewhat excited. You made wishes today too, right? How are you holding up? Just a little low on energy. I'm fine. Want to explore Waterway Bridge together? Were you ever in more before you lost your memory, Stella? Maybe you did and even took photos on the waterway. She doesn't look low on energy at all. Don't think of it. Amber has been glued to her phone since you left the monolith. You really love that phone, don't you, Amber? Yeah, phones are super fun. I like talking to my phone. It's faster, plus I can keep track of conversation better. I love taking photos with it anytime, anywhere. When I'm feeling down, my phone always cheers me up. I wish I could get a phone with a big screen like yours, Stella. Phones. Hang on a minute. Maybe the kids have taken a hard hit because... Ah, shit. Let's eat first. Never give up. I should check with Minova and Iris. If everyone's experiencing this, I might confirm my suspicions. shit. Well, I'll go through 8A and see what that's like, and then I'll go through the unknown chapter and see what the other dialogue choice would be. Power of a water spell equals the magic energy you channel in, plus or minus whatever's using or gaining when it changes state. Right, the first law of water magic. I remember now. My god of grace, all the axioms that you granted, beseech in the system result in your laws. Where did Iris and Manova go? Frozen path! Huh? Like I heard something. Go check it out. That's the textbook ice arrow with minimal magic consumption. Phew, thank you. Never managed the Legend of Manova would be giving you magic lessons. Don't sweat it. What's the point of hitting the books if you never use what you learn? Not sure what went down between them, but they seem to be on good terms now. Iris, Manova, sorry to interrupt. Oh, hi, Cecil. There's something I'd like to ask you too. What do you usually do after climbing and wishing? You mean right after we get back from Monolith? I study. I don't have a gift for magic, so I have to memorize all the formulas just to be able to cast anything. I have to work twice as hard so I don't hold everyone back. Same here, pretty much. I always drag myself into class the next day. Class? I figured you'd be the type to skip. You know, play the delinquent. I'm not. What makes you call me a delinquent? What's wrong? She's suddenly tongue-tied. Anyway, we need to be smart to land a good job in companies like these days. That's why I study hard, so I can teach the others in the Ashman clan what I learned. Think about your crew's future. It's admirable. What? It's not that deep. Stop calling me admirable. It's just a guess, but I have a feeling this hypothesis is right. Please rest your hand here for about 5 minutes. While you wait, try to think of something that makes you happy or a really important moment in your life. I can't believe that pointless conversation actually turned into a lead. I was wondering why it's something else. What do Valara, Nivera, and the other children do after their climbs? How should I know? That's their business. But they're probably exhausted. I doubt they'd do anything at all. That's the issue right there. These kids need more mental homework. Are you serious? What are you talking about, Cecil? I'm completely lost. Iris, you mentioned it earlier. Trekkers climb monoliths, make wishes with the meshing boxes, and receive powerful artifacts, but in return, the part of the memories taken by the monolith. Got that right, didn't I? Yes, making multiple wishes in a single day is dangerous because memory loss puts a huge strain in your body, mind, and body. Even if you push yourself, twice is the absolute limit. It's standard trekker practice to rest properly afterward to give your mind and body time to recover. Rest when you're tired, that's obvious, but what does rest actually mean to all of you? A healthy diet and proper sleep? Yeah, that'll help your body recover, but it does nothing for mental exhaustion. When you rescued me, you gave me the best food and the most comfortable bed, but my head was in a fog for days. Back then, I thought it was because I climbed a monolith after waking up, or maybe because of that weird dream. But that wasn't it. The real reason, I suspect, is that my mind never had a chance to recover from the memory loss. Now that you mention it, you were pale when you woke up from that dream, just like the kids. Exactly. But later, after I started making new memories with you all, I started to feel better. So here's my hypothesis: to heal a wounded mind, you have to create new memories to replace what was lost. The kids have stopped climbing, but the important memories that they lost are still gone. Holed up in their rooms all day, they're not making any new interesting memories either, which is why they're in a daze. If we can help them create new powerful memories, they might not get the old ones back, but at least they can start living their own lives again. Your theory has merit, Cecil. Children don't have that many important memories to begin with, so losing a bunch of it at once would definitely take its toll. It's like trying to solve a problem after forgetting all the key formulas. Logic seems to hold up, but if it's that simple, how come no one's thought of it before? Most truckers don't push themselves that hard. And aside from the creative trading, no one else would force children to climb and make wishes. True. Alright, Cecily, your suggestions are worth a shot. So we just need to help them make new memories, right? What's on your mind? I told you, the whole reason I go to school is to talk and teach everyone else. There's only one thing to do. Let's teach the kids. Nova, you're gonna teach? Yeah, why? Iris, you can join the class too. No, wait, your fundamentals are already solid. How about you teach with me? Me? I don't think I can. Noya and Amber trust you completely, and you work so hard. I think you'd be great. Besides, since it's the first time, you might even have a more memorable experience for the kids. Me? Teacher? Just don't laugh, I'm terrible at it. No way, I never let someone trying their best. That's it, class is in session tomorrow. Oh boy. Alright, let's go to a different path. Can I skip? What if I skip? Leave it to someone else to think. Professional truckers can't figure this out. What chance do I have to have with amnesia? Probably just my thoughts running wild. I should stay out of it. Let me know where. Ending unlocked. Don't wish upon the stars. Miss Nova, we're going to bed now. Good night, sweet dreams. Nighty night. Cap, we're headed to bed too. Our brains are still fried. But Lara, take off your sunglasses before you sleep. Must be exhausted too, Nerva. You need a hand? Nah, I've got it. Aren't you going to bed, Cap? I still need to chat with our friends from the new Star Guild. I'll turn around after, so don't worry about me. Sure thing. Don't stay up too late though, Cap. Nerva carries a snoring Valara out of the room. I miss this. We were just like that when we were kids, weren't we? It's only been 2 years, and I'm already feeling nostalgic. Iris wouldn't even do bed checks to make sure our blankets were on. Look who's talking, Noya. Kicked your blankets off more than anyone. And Amber never slept in her own bed. She'd either be hiding in the wardrobe or up on the ceiling beams. Narrow, high places that you feel safer to sleep in. You guys are pretty tight, huh? I really appreciate you helping with the monolith climbing today. Couldn't have done it without you. Not a problem at all. Climbing monoliths is part of our daily routine as trekkers. First time climbing a monolith in the city, it was fun. You should be the one that's thanking you. I was devastated when I found out the orphanage was gone. This place feels just the same. Such relief. So really, thank you for protecting a place that means so much to us. It was nothing. I was just doing it for my own peace of mind. Anyway, what was you wanted to talk about? Right, we were just thinking. Starting tomorrow, we'd like to take over the monolith runs for the kids. Whoa, hold on. You've already helped us so much today. You really don't have to go that far. Of course we do. We grew up in this orphanage as well. Aunt Allie was there for us when we needed her, and now it's time we pay it forward. I'll make sure to wish as hard as I can. So we stay. Each monolith run for the career train is physically and mentally draining. We push on, gathering one artifact after another. Even though I can't use magic, I can still contribute with witches and paperwork. We never give up trying to uncover the truth about the loan, but before we can find a crack in Fane's story, the career train vanishes one morning, taking our vehicle with them and leaving nothing but a vacant mansion. We are dead, but without a vehicle, we had to seek new jobs. What followed was a roller coaster chapter in our lives. Noya secured well-paying positions supplying wind in the furnace, becoming the first among us to depart from the moor. She worked there for 6 months, but right after payday, the foreman fired her for entering her with her left foot first, which is a violation of company policy. Despite 6 months of dedicated study, Iris couldn't pass the Grace Imperium interviews, forcing her to work at a cold storage facility with a green beak logo. She got lucky quickly, and within months she was promoted to a senior position. Yet the very day following her promotion celebration, her coworkers vanished with all the stored goods, abandoning her to confront both unpaid rent and furious cargo owners. And she had to face both unpaid rent and furious cargo owners alone. Working as a waitress at a cat cafe, Amber was still uncomfortable with human interactions, but found herself beloved by all the animals there. However, the cat cafe suffered a devastating explosion one day, and though everyone survived unscathed, the business was beyond recovery. The Ashwin clan gradually dissolved as the kids grew up. Nova became a venerated vicar in Amor's underworld, but they say that she never smiled again. Me, I ended up joining a guild in some far-off city, found work as a wish trekker. Years later, the guild started losing customers, and I was dismissed because of my age. Walking along streets lined with flowing streams, I feel detached from the bustling world around me. I'm holding an old, broken phone that still contains their contact information. My fingers went over their names, but I can't bring myself to make the call. It's not that I can't contact them, but what could I possibly say after all this time? Alas, what have I been doing with my life? So please, my Lord Tyrant, don't become a star once more. The same old road leads to the same old ends. So that's what the war in my head dream meant. Merely shouldering everyone else's sufferings and burdening duties won't bring me happiness in the end. Took you this long to figure that out? How dense can you be? Who's there? Before long, I turned around and jostled off the bridge by the surging crowd. Huh? Welcome. Oh. Am I in the hospital? Did I drown? Drowning? Yes. Hospital? I'm afraid not. Not a hospital? What do you mean? You should get in better shape. When you fell into that river, you sank like a stone before any helpful citizen could come to your rescue. Sank? Like a stone? So I see. Is this heaven or hell, then? By the way, this must be the end. On the bright side, I can finally get some rest. What are you talking about? You can't slack off now. I've been waiting for you here for years and years. I can't let you give up and rest. The journey is far from over. What? What? Can you bring me back to life or something? No, you need not be revived, for you never truly died. You've simply stepped away from the other side and arrived at this side. At this side? The other side? This side? You'll return to the other side when you leave this place. This is your room, and we are your faithful servants. This place will fulfill any request you make of us. Only within these confines, for the world as it exists now is no longer yours to command. I don't really follow what you're saying. As long as you hold that artifact, you'll understand sooner or later. Artifact? This phone? I instinctively glanced down my phone, and at some point it restored itself into its pristine condition. The door to the pure white room slowly creaks open. This is the very symbol of your ownership of this room. And your status as a tyrant. So this is Ashwin clan? I'm feeling down, my phone always cheers me up. Wish I could get a phone. I've gone back in time? Or was it all a dream? No, even if that was a dream, I can't let things end that way again. Interesting. Huh. That is the bad. Interesting. So they have multiple different endings. Alright. Can't think straight anymore. I was on the verge of figuring it out. Can't think on an empty stomach. Job suited. Alright. Yum! I've never had grilled fishy this tasty before. Slow down, kiddo. Watch out for those bones. At the dinner table, Noya's grilled fish is a huge hit, bringing smiles to the children's faces. I grilled the same fish before, but they tasted nothing like this. Spill the beans, Noya. Got some special recipe you're hiding? Nah, nothing special. I just wing it. Maybe Amber's the one with the magic touch and catching good fish. I'm winging it too, but mine doesn't even look edible. Cap, your winging it means just throwing fish on the fire. One side's raw, the other side's charred, and you don't even scrape off all the scales. My bad. How about lending me your knuckle dusters next time? They make great scale scrapers. Who would want knuckle dusters that reek of fish? Says not even a mouthful of fish can shut you up, huh? Noya says she just wings it, but she's actually adapting her technique based on the condition of each ingredient. Even two fish caught at the same time will she'll use different heat levels to cook each one to perfection based on the smallest details. All that for grilling fish? She can just tell by just watching? Not at all, I just go with my instincts. Eh? Don't take what culinary genius says too literally. Even if you try to copy her, you never get it right. Yeah, I guess the art of grilling fish is beyond my comprehension. Delicious food really does help destroy energy. Everyone at the table is having a great time. This is all thanks to Noya's grilled fish? Hey, Stella, come here for a sec. Hmm? What's up, girl? There you go. This is original pep juice, peach flavor. One sip and you'll be smiling. Thanks, girly. This tastes good, right? It's amazing. The popping bubbles are making my tongue tingle. Why does drinking this feel so familiar somehow? Now, cheers! Oh boy. Feeling a lot better now, aren't you? I wasn't feeling down or anything, but yeah, that pep juice definitely cheered me up even more. Not down? Why are you frowning at dinner then? I was just worried about the kids, that's all. You know, after you make your wish in the monolith, did you feel any different than usual? Just for sure, that wish card took away more memories than usual today. Really knocked me out. But I'm all good now, thanks to my secret weapon. Secret weapon? Pep juice, of course, my absolute favorite monolith drink. These drinks, pick them up inside the monoliths? Nope, you can bring out things you wish for, you just can't eat the things you get inside. Any food you eat inside the monolith will just disappear the moment you step out. So yeah, this pep juice is the last one I have. I'm saving it for a really special occasion. Your last one? I'm sure you should be giving me something that's so important. That's fine, it's because look. Noise can is different from mine. It doesn't smell like peach. This isn't pep juice, is it? Nope, it's just water. I got the taste of pep juice etched in my memory, though. Just thinking about it is enough to wash the fatigue away. So don't hold back, drink up. I want you to remember this taste too, boss. And hey, just between us, when it's your turn to make a wish, just imagine you're drinking a pep juice. The guy Grace might just be silly enough to take that happy little daydream instead. I mean, I don't really know what they take, but hey, it's possible, right? Well, in that case, I'll gratefully accept. But are you sure? You're just drinking water. I can't be helping with your fatigue. I guess I just bounced back pretty quick. A little imagination is all I need to get rested again. Actually, just talking like this is making me feel even more energized. Recovering strength by just by imagining something? Maybe that's simple. Then again, a happy memory is a happy memory. Even if it's imagined, it still feels the void left behind. After all, memory isn't reality. Ah, shit. The line between what's real and fake is drawn by comparing it to the world around us. But since the memories taken for a wish are never compared to reality, imagining or even creating a new happy memory is actually heal a damaged soul. The idea sounds absurd, but it's not like we have any other options. It's a long shot, but it's worth a try. Stella, you're frowning again. No, yeah, I figured it out. Figured what out? How to help the children recover. What, for real? I can't guarantee it'll work, but... By the way, the thing you said about imagining the taste of pep juice, is it okay if I tell the others? Of course, but I don't think they've even tasted it. It will still be a useful reference for them. It will be. If my theory is right, it doesn't have to be pep juice. Any method that's better suited for the kids should work just as well. Next morning, a makeshift stage is set up with the Ashwind clan's hall, complete with a blackboard. The kids all sitting proper in their chairs, looking like they were actually in a real classroom. So this is what a classroom feels like. It's kind of neat. The idea is, if we can pack their heads with new memories, especially fun, important ones, these kids should regain their spirits. I really hope this plan I came up with yesterday works. Alright, Cecil, relax. Huh? How did you know what I was thinking? Wasn't that obvious? I didn't. Honestly, I'm a little nervous myself. Wondering if this will even work. So yeah, I was kind of talking to myself too. Then how can you sound so sure of yourself? Well, I may have my doubts, but try to trust my friends more than I trust myself. So tired. Boy, I'm with you. Why are we doing story time this early? Did something happen? Nope, Cap is gonna teach us. Teach us? I call it Platinum Academy teach Cap? Sounds hard. Alright, everyone, let's start. Starting today, I'm gonna be schooling you. I'll teach you stuff and teach you how to learn it. Cap, why do we even need to learn? Shh, Valara, don't interrupt. It's alright, Valara's got a point. Learning starts with asking questions, see? You might have a knack for this. Cap, if you put it like that, I'm actually getting fired up. It's a pain for sure, but to be honest, I was always kind of curious about school. We don't even have schools in Ash District, so someone like you, Cap, who's won a scholarship to a fancy place like Platinum Academy, you're a legend to all of us. And as a reason for start learning, that's more than enough. If you stick with it, you'll see the benefits. For example, just knowing how to read can protect you. How? When Fane came to collect, you put your thumbprints on the trading debt transfer contract without even reading it, didn't you? Because we heard kids have to pay what their own parents owed. They said they'd give me food if I did. The created trading is definitely the wrong, but if you could read, if you'd understood that contract, you'd have seen that you were voluntarily taking on the baseless debt. Fame wouldn't have been able to force you to sign. No way. We didn't have to be in debt at all? Cap, if I study hard, can I learn to read too? Well, whether you learn or not is up to you. But if you want to learn, I'll teach you. Every last one of you until it sticks. And I'm gonna study super hard. Me too. Teach me, Sister Minova. And me too. I'm still not following, Cap. Even if we can read, there's no way we can out-talk a big company like Krita Trading. Honestly, I think it'd be way cool if you taught us how to brawl and like how to make skateboards. If you can beat up the bad guys or at least skate away from them, problem solved. Think this. Do you actually understand how those skateboards are so good with how those skateboards are so good with are made? How they're made? The wheels? The deck? And about those skateboards. Anyone want to tell me the most important part about a skateboard? You're the one who always makes them for me, Cap. I don't get it at all. You can only truly improve if you understand the fundamentals. If you just slap things together, the board of yours is going to fall apart one day. Can't argue with that. Cap, I know. The most important part is the truck, especially the axle, right? That's my Nuvera? Nuvera? Try Nuvera, right? Nuvera? I really thought about it. Hey, Cap, praise me. Cap, ask us another one. Cap, I want to answer a question too. It's a little hard to follow, but this is kind of fun. Cap, ask us one we can understand. You have so much energy, I did more energy than yesterday. Even more than just before the class started. Half an hour later. Alright, I'm done. Cecily, you're up. Me? I thought Iris was next. That was the plan, but I really want to sit in on your lesson too, Cecily. What's the big deal? It's not like there's a rule about who has to teach. Me? Teach? What am I going to teach with memory loss? I was telling what I saw in the monoliths. Story about a cough. coffin. Let's do that one. I haven't done the chaotic one yet. Okay, it's got a coffin in it, but it's a fairy tale. Should be fine, right? When they jostled the crystal coffin, the princess coughed up that chunk of poison apple and woke right up. And they all lived happily ever after. The end. Amber, what's wrong? Cecily, you didn't cough up anything when you woke up. Wait, does that mean the poison apple is still inside you? Whoa, hold your horses. Don't mixing up stories in real life. And I'm not a princess. And so the New Star Guild holds a special class for the Ashwin children. Noya gives us kids a sword fighting demo. Iris teaches them how to exchange and handle Dora. Amber teaches them how to survey terrain, well, mostly just showing. I, standing by her side, read the instructions she texts me. By the end of the class, kids are clearly more energetic. It seems their weary hearts and fading memories have started to mend. Thank you all. Thanks. Thanks a million. You so much. Seriously, knock this off. What am I gonna do? Yesterday you signed your souls away to the creature trading for all these kids. Today, Sessa came up with a way to help them heal. I just got lucky with that. My random idea happened to work. Call it luck if you want, but honestly, we totally be lost without you. Oh, right. With everything going on, I almost forgot. Here, take this back. This is... key to this place. We're just crashed here. Now that the rightful owners are back, it feels right to return it. Returning the key. Wait, does that mean you're leaving? How? The wind blows where it wants, right? You know? But where will you stay? With all these kids, you need a big enough space. We'll just need to find another empty building. Exactly, we've got connections in the Ash District. We'll find a new spot in no time. Probably. Yeah. Sessa, come here for a sec. Are you staying in the city? No, I'm a trekker now. I'll be heading back out in the wilds. In that case, Iris, Amber, are you too cool with this? This place is way too big for just us anyway. The New Star Guild and the Ashman clan are already partners. So the Ashman clan should just keep staying here. That'd literally be a lifesaver. But are you sure? This is the orphanage's property. We're friends, aren't we? No need to get hung up on this. These formalities are getting old. We're all benefiting from this orphanage, and we want to see the spirits I live on. What the Ashman clan is doing now, it's just like what Aunt Allie did for us. Guys, I owe you one, for real. Things with the kids and the clan are looking up. Let's get the momentum going and find Loxy. Oh, is this the last one? Four days later on payday. Lucky Oasis remains in company custody. What? We shook hands on this. We held up, you held up on our end, working for you, making those payments. Where's our ride? If I was putting 4 days work, at least put in 4 days last month. At 10,000 Dora a head per day, that's 200,000 per there. And here's the 650,000 Dora we scraped together, pulling all nighters in the monoliths, plus what Manoba had pitched in. All told, that's more than enough to pay for this month's payment. True, on paper your payment was sufficient. We held up our end of the deal, now hold up yours. As I said, sufficient on paper. Paper? What's that supposed to mean? To put it simply, after deducting the fees, your payment is inadequate. Fines? What are you talking about? 50 flawless wishes over those 4 days. Your gutter rats do nothing but proper company with the company. Company regulations. Read them. They run cities, command soldiers, some even private armies. They're close to the gods. They only answer their own rule books, not common decency. Oh crap. Let me enumerate the clauses you violated, one by one. Iris failed to respond to messages promptly 15 times. That's 2,000 Dora per incident, totaling 30,000 Dora. That wasn't on purpose. I was finding Stella once new messages came in. I replied right after defeating them. Company regulations state all comms must be acknowledged within 60 seconds. You, Minova, 0 shift logs submitted. That's 3,000 Dora penalty for each time, totaling 12,000 Dora. Shift logs? Since when? You never mentioned those. It's in the regulations. Ignorance of the policy is no excuse. And you, Noya. I follow the rules, answering my messages, and Iris handle my logs. Eating during monolith climbs 3 times, 60,000 Dora. You expect us to find all down empty? How's that even supposed to work? This is about protocol. It's about showing proper respect to the great god of grace. And you two, excessive phone chatting during climbs. 50,000 each, and I'm being lenient. Ember can only communicate well through her phone. We were just discussing the mission. Explain won't help. She's not ducking bait to uphold the rules. She's weaponizing the rulebook. So this is the power of a CEO. Let's tallied up. 200,000 Dora in wear wages, penalties, 202,000 Dora. 3,000 Dora in the red. We'll tack it on to next month's deductions. When the right mild fall for this crap. Violence is not the answer. You are our employees, so creative training regulations apply. I trust you understand now. This is the iron law of the city-state, the company, and the Nova Empire itself. Noya, don't. She's right. Arguing with her isn't going to change anything. You're free to quit any time, but kiss your vehicle goodbye if you do. And you, quiet one, don't even think about drawing your weapon. Keep in mind the orphanage kids. Amber, stand down. I know. Let me be perfectly clear. We hold legally binding magic contracts for every last one of you and those children. Keep climbing those miles. It's all you're good for. Give me an inch, they take a mile. What do you think you're doing? I'm a senior member of the Imperial Guard. One word from me and the Knights will be here instantly. Dang it. Where do you think you're going? Taking leave. The Creative Company can't deny that request, can they? Very well, emergency leave. That'll cost you 3 days' wage. Just let's stick with her. Make sure Minova doesn't do anything drastic. We'll cover this shift. Right. I need leave too. I didn't sleep well last night. Same penalty for you. Don't say I didn't warn you. Sorry. Lost my cool. Couldn't control my emotions. To be honest, all of us wanted to see you punch Fane in the face. If you hadn't lost it, I would've. That makes me feel a lot better, thanks. But still, it's made one thing crystal clear. What? Yeah. I think I understand why your Aunt Allie and the children disappeared. They must have been backed into a corner just like we were. Bad guys holding the kids hostage. Even though with enough magic power to divide the creative trading, you can't shield everyone. So to keep them safe, Aunt Allie had to take the kids and just disappear overnight. Maybe I screwed up from the start. Platinum Academy, Ashwin Clan, never had the chance to break free. I shouldn't have been so stubborn. Trying to fight them head on. I should have just become a trekker like you and taken the kids and left this place behind. Wait, don't go! Who's there? Thank you both for kindly paying a visit to the Grace Imperium. Please allow me to introduce myself properly. You're that Grace Imperium intern. You remember me, I'm so happy. Thanks for sticking up for us back there. It's a surprise to see you in a place like this. It's not surprised at all, I've been looking all over for you. Looking for me? Why? You looked in such a hurry that day you forgot this file. Yeah, we forgot about that file. We completely forgot about this after our vehicle got stolen. You're right, sorry, we looked in a huge rush. I'm so glad you remember, because this file is super, mega, ultra important. Thankfully, I got lucky and found you today. Here you go, this is your file. I got it, thanks. Grace Imperium. Seemed different from the creative trading. Guess there's some decent people here after all. So what's this important file anyway? Bestelina, can you explain this? Is what it says real? As real as the ink on the page, that little piece you took from the vault, is a seal of grace. Seal of grace? Like the ones companies use? Why? What's the big deal with the CEO title Fane uses? Companies are blessed with the God's grace, stamped with the seal of grace and all. So this seal represents a whole company? Exactly, and this document serves as proof of whoever opens the vault is the rightful holder of the seal. In short, you are now the owner of a company. Any questions so far? I have nothing but questions. CEO? Me? A whole company? Rotten to the core like one like that created trading? Oh no, dear guest. A company is just a company. Whether it's decent or rotten one depends on the people who run it. Actually, most companies and their employees are probably doing everything they can to distance themselves from people like Fane. So you knew about Fane's dirty dealings? Why didn't you do anything? I'm just an intern, you know. Company conflicts are above someone like me. Minova, don't pressure her. Vaselina, question for you. The seal of grace belongs to me, right? Does that mean I can start a company? No need. You already have one. Holding that piece means you own all of it. And it's a very impressive one. Impressive how? That company this piece represents was once at war with the entire world. War with the entire world? What company is this? However, your company has been dormant for ages. Assets, deep sea finance accounts, all locked down. So the company's basically defunct right now. That's right, but the freeze is only temporary. If you want to unlock them, come to Grace Imperium. I'll help you submit the paperwork. Just tell them the adorable Bastina sent you and we'll get everything ready to process for you right away. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate your help. Company. Guys down the chest piece dangling with my stone strap. According to Iris, the company's power is nearly limitless. With this, we don't have to be afraid of the creature trading anymore. All that power, whether it's used for good or ill, all depends on who wields it. Now that I have this kind of power, strength, maybe I can actually change things. Maybe I can help everyone break free from this cage together. Who knows? Hey, chapter complete! Alright, I think this is a good place to call it quits for right now. Chapter 1's done. So, when we come back, we will start chapter 2. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you then. Later.